Welcome back, YouTubers. Been a while. 2021 NFL. This is my first week, my kickoff week. We're out here in week 5. It's October 6th, almost midnight Eastern Standard Time, so Wednesday. I've got 2 picks this week on my schedule that I'm looking at for betting this week. Again, this is a gambling site or a how to win money sports betting site using free picks I'm going to give you. It's worked well in the past. Normally I'm about 50%, 57% against the spread. And that's sort of using my value or multiple scheme. It's a little bit less on my straight up picks like winners and losers, and I think I got 56% last year. Both those, last year I started out pretty horribly, so hopefully this year I get a jump on it. Again, I'm betting $1,000 a game. I'm looking to make $5,000 profit, and I'm looking to do that with a $20,000 bankroll. You can scale up or scale down depending on your bankroll. Those are just numbers I use because they're very convenient. So the 2 picks this week are going to be, regardless of spread and regardless of time that you pick it, right up to game time. Houston and Las Vegas will be my 2 picks. I'll spend a little bit more time going into the games this week just because 2 picks is just getting our feet wet. I'm not going to make that much money. And matter of fact, I'd have to win with just 2 picks. I'd have to win both games to make any money, because if I win one and lose one, typically you lose just a little bit of money on ATS type bet. And if you lose both of them, you'll be in the hole. So we'll see how it goes. Again, this is just getting our feet wet. My bets are Houston and Las Vegas. So let's take a look first here at the Houston game. Houston, team number 468 on the docket. Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern. They're at home versus New England. Started out as a 9-point dog. 45% of covers people like Houston at that number, so they're an underdog on the scoreboard, and they're underdog anti-public favorite, I like to call it. That's right up my alley. Those are the people I like to bet the most, so I know that's stressful. Both these teams are 2-2 ATS. New England coming off a loss, almost beat the Bucks on a big Sunday night game, very well televised. Should have won that game potentially. The field goal donked off the thing. But they covered anyways last week. So let's look at pregame.com. That's something else I look at. This is your money picks if you're not familiar with that. And again, we're pretty early in the week. We're wrapping up Wednesday night. Texans and the Patriots. Let's see, on this pregame money one, it's they're +9 the Texans are, or the Patriots are -9, and the Patriots have 83% of the money going on their side, so the Texans 17% of the money. Definitely a big anti-public favorite in the money world, so the bookies will be happy to get your money this week. Take a look at Bovada, and Bovada right in there, it's +9, -115 on the payout. So with a dog, you can sit on that. You can wait on that. Eventually, usually, especially with that much money coming in on the favorites, they tend to move the line a little bit or move the payout. So I'll wait for at least -110. I don't mind them +9. +10 would be better, right, if they eventually move that week. So I haven't put the money down yet. And again, I'm just doing $1,000 bets on these. These are 1x picks in my multiple scheme. If you feel more comfortable just betting $2,000, that's 10% of your, fixed number every single game. You can do that. That's a different system or a different monetary system, but they all work out pretty much the same, or they all do pretty good. So yeah, for me, I'll bet a little bit more when I think there's value to it. I'm looking for value on all these teams. So at +9, Texans versus New England. Of course, the Texans are in the crap house. If I just look real quick here at the last 4 games, or the first 4 games of the season, but the last 4 I've got highlighted. They lost 40-0 at Buffalo last week. They were 19-point dogs and couldn't cover that, where they're getting beat by 40 points. The game before that, they scored 9 points. So last 2 games, they scored 0 and 9 points. How the heck are they going to do anything? They're really in the doghouse. But they did ATS win the first 2 weeks. I'm hoping they can put up at least 14 points plus the, maybe 9 or 10. That means the Pats will have to score about, 24-25. right in that arena. Pats haven't been doing that so much. They put up 17 on the board last week, although it was a rainy game. 13 the week before, 25 and 16. So there's a good chance if Houston can put up a couple touchdowns that maybe the Pats can't score with them with their rookie QB. I know he got a lot of accolades last week, but he's still a rookie QB and not scoring a lot of points. So let's see where that goes. Let's get our feet wet on that one. A terrible Houston team, but we'll see. So my other pick here is team number 470, Las Vegas Raiders, 4:05 Eastern Time. They're hosting another home team, hosting the Chicago Bears. I don't mind road teams, but this week it's all home teams for the two picks. Again, Vegas started out -5.5. They opened at, so just below sort of that critical 6-point level. So if you can get them at -5.5, that's great. 69% of the covers people like Las Vegas over Chicago at that number. Their ATS records are both 2-2. Again, to get on my score, you have to lose the last two ATS games, and this will be the third in my martingale of 3 that I'm giving out here for free. If you want more picks, then contact me at picks@greatdane.com, and I'll let you know what we can work out. Sometimes I charge for that, just to get more action, right? But I don't want to get too involved in it. So again, we're doing Bears and Raiders down there, team 470. They're -5.5 on pregame. 82% of the money going to the Raiders, so the bookie won't like you on this. You're picking a public favorite and a favorite in general. Those are things you normally go against, but I like the Raiders in this spot. They've played some close games, and I can think that at home they can probably put up some numbers. Let's look at Bovada. So again, same thing, -5.5, -110 on your odds or standard odds. I already put my $1,000 bet out on this one. Get them early, because eventually, the favorites like to grow. And if that goes -6, that's one of those critical numbers that you want to try to be underneath. So don't pay for points. I normally don't do that. And by the time this gets to game time, I do the covers.com game time lines. That might be 6 or so, and I'll have to live with for my official score. But hopefully, maybe I'll definitely cover in the real world, hopefully. So here's Las Vegas in a nutshell. They lost 14-28 last week against a good Chargers team away. But other than that, they're putting up pretty good points, 14-31, 26-33 in their 4 weeks. Can easily score probably 28 points. I know there's a couple overtime games in there that helped them out, but no biggie. Chicago, on the other hand, 24-6, 20-14. That's their scores. That's what their offense have done. So we're looking at, 20 points. So if I can do 28 versus 20, that's going to cover the 5.5. That's all I'm looking for here. So there's my 2 picks for the week. Next week, so, as I get more games going, that'll happen a lot. I won't be able to go quite as much detail, maybe. Not that there's too much detail in this, but my algorithm spreads out to stats after that. I don't know all the teams yet. I'm focusing on the teams that are in my arena, looking pretty hard at them, so I feel confident about these. But yeah, definitely last year I think I started 0-8 or 0-7. I want to get out of the gate this one and get my ROI up there pretty quick. That's what I'm looking to do. If not, by the end of the year, I'm looking for 25% total ROI, or plus $5,000 or more for every $20,000 of bankroll. Glad you could view this, and good luck. See ya.